welcome to Sing and Cook. My name is Chefharpalsingh. Soki, one thing which I always keep hearing from people is, Chef Harpal, please tell us how to do innovation at home for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and especially for breakfast. Now, I always think that there are certain dishes which you do it traditionally, but what happens when you do it with a twist? So that's innovation, and you know your comfort is very strong in that. So I'm trying to replicate something out of leftover chapattis. So I'm making a leftover chapatti upma, which is very, very simple, following the traditional route and using ingredients which are used traditionally, avoiding the suji, semolina, and using chapattis. Next thing is oil from this bottle. There you go. Oil into my pan, and with the oil, mustard seeds, some lentil, white lentil, urad dal as we say, a teaspoon of that, chana dal, a teaspoon of that, and then asafoetida, okay, a pinch of that. Let this heat up. So we'll wait for some time for the oil to heat up and whatever we have added, especially the mustard seeds, to splutter up. Very important. In the meanwhile, what we can do is leftover chapattis. You can actually tear them with your hands only. No need to use a knife. Tear them with your hand, break them into small pieces like this. Okay. So I'm using about 3 to 4 chapattis, which should be good for breakfast. You can add a lot of mixed vegetables when you're making this. I'm using just green peas. The urad dal is nice and brown now. White lentil. To this, chopped ginger, 1 teaspoon, 2 to 3 green chillies chopped, curry leaves. Like I said, you know, the ingredients are typically from the original recipe, but you're just adding that twist by using leftover chapati. After this, onions. Just sweat the onions for some time. Tomatoes. Okay. 1 small onion, 1 tomato, which could be large enough. Okay. That's it. Chop it. Cook for about 2 minutes, not more than that. In the meanwhile, add some salt to taste. Turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon red chilli powder. All spices inside. And finally, chapattis left over. Now the beauty is, I am not going to add water to this. The chapattis are going to pick up the moistness from the tomatoes. So that's the reason you don't need to cook the tomatoes too much. The chapattis will become moist enough. I don't want it to be mushy like the way, you know, semolina upma is. So this one is just about those ingredients with innovation, and a great thing to pack up for lunches, for your tiffins, for your office tiffins. Mix it up well. Finally, fresh coriander. Going to add that freshness. Early morning breakfast, beautiful way of using chapattis. This is ready. And green peas, you can add anytime. If your vegetables are boiled, you can definitely add anytime, but if they are not, then you need to boil it. If your vegetables are boiled, you can add any time you feel like, but if they are not boiled, then you need to add along with the tomatoes so that they get cooked along with the tomatoes too. So that's about it. Looks nice. There you go. Beautiful leftover chapatti upma. Ingredients that are traditional, innovation, that is the way I am. Innovation, ingredients that are traditional, innovation my way. Once the chapattis are almost mixed up with the entire spices and the tomatoes, You need to close the flame and the upma is ready.